How are we? Good morning everyone. Hello, how are we? How are you all going? Well, here we are, functional fitness today. All right, now it's time for us to start our class. So let's get this show on the road. All right, I want you to sit up on your chair. Sit your butt on your chair. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Make sure your feet and knees are directly out in front of you, okay? No lazy knees, no hanging out to the side either. Square yourself up. Sit up nice and tall. All right, let's just take those arms down by the side. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lengthen those arms and reach for the floor. Stretch them right out. Now I really want you to try and lock up those elbows right now. Make them super tight. Feel what's going on through your upper body. Your shoulders have got a little tighter. Your upper back has got a little tighter. Okay, so take a deep breath in through the nose. Fingers are tight as well. And breathe out. Relax. Relax without collapsing, and you'll feel that the elbows are slightly bent now, but your arms are still long. Your hands and fingers have relaxed. So have your shoulders and your upper back and neck area. So this is what we call soft elbows. Okay, before they were locked up, now they're soft. Okay, so when I say to lengthen your arms, have a small bend in your elbows, that sort of thing, this is what I'm talking about, being in this position. So if we float our arms up as we breathe in, we don't tighten them up at all, they stay the same length, and breathe out, take it down. So we want to keep the arms and the hands relaxed, breathing in and deep breath out. Let's go out to the side now, opening up, breathing in and deep breath out. And again, breathing in and deep breath out. Good. Let's take the shoulders up alone and deep breath out, take them down. And again, breathing in. Make sure you take them down, don't just drop them. And once more, breathing in and breathing out. Good, we're still sitting tall. We're going to drop the chin to the chest and chin to the ceiling. Chin to the chest and chin to the ceiling. Chin to the chest. This time you're going to keep rolling. You're going to arch your upper back, the center of your back, your lower back, and you're going to hang down over your legs. Take a breath in when you've got as far as you can. Draw that belly button back and breathe out and unroll. The whole time the arms are just hanging like a rag doll. Breathe in. Breathe out, chin to the chest, arching the back. Make sure you're not just leaning forward. You've got to try and get a C shape through that back. When you get to the bottom, the arms are hanging, so you might notice that your shoulders have rolled forward slightly, but that's just with gravity, okay? So as we come back up, belly button to the spine. As we get to the top, those shoulders can just sink back into position. Good, take your right arm up now. And as you breathe out, we're going to side stretch, just a little one to wake the body up. Breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. Good. Let's take those arms out to the side now. Shoulders are down. We're going to do a little twist to the right and then a little twist to the left. And I want you to keep it really small. So I'm basically bringing my chest just past my knee. Okay, so I'm not going all the way around to face the wall. Just past the knee. And faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6. Arms out. 7. Shoulders down. 9 and 10 and center and down. Good, we're still sitting nice and tall here. That belly button just gently drawing back. Those sit bones drawing towards each other so that we're lifting that pelvic floor, and we're going to then circle the right ankle. Circles. And the other way. Good. And take that foot down and change feet. Loosen up that ankle. Keep sitting as tall as you can, nice straight spine. Change direction. Good. And place that foot on the floor. All right knee is going to lift. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Change legs. Good. We want to keep drawing back gently here and make sure we're not sinking each time that we lift the leg. If you find it's hurting your back or your hips, just keep your foot on the floor. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the leg. Doesn't need to be too long, but the longer you make it, the harder you work. We want to lift from here and get that knee a bit higher than the other. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly button back, foot to the floor. Sit up tall, lengthen the other leg. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down and sit up tall. Good. Now, if you're having a little trouble with that one, you can tap that heel to the floor and just get a smaller lift. But of course, bringing that foot a little closer to the body is going to make it lighter and easier as well. Okay, so listen to your body. Let's do the knee lift first for 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to hold, lengthen out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it in. Feel it here. Knee. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lengthen out, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Good. We're going to circle the hips nice and big. I want you to really sink right back, really arch that spine into a C shape. And then push out to the side, push forward, arch the back the other way. Let's change direction, nice and big. Keep it big, stretching and releasing the hips and the lower back. Tuck and push. Good. And let's come back to the top. We're going to go the other way and we're going to make it a little bit smaller. So you have to think a little bit more on getting that pelvic tilt. Okay, the pelvis is doing this movement with, okay, let's change direction and a little smaller. You're still sort of curving that back in both directions. Good. We're going to make it a little smaller now, and so it's going to go a little faster. Good. It's like you're dancing now. Other way, belly dancing. Good, and hold. All right, arms back down by your side. Going back to those legs. We're going to do the right leg, 5 little lifts, 5 with it lengthened, and then we're going to add some more onto it as well. So starting with the knee lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we lengthen and we lift, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend it in and out. If it's starting to get too much on the hips and back, lower your foot to the floor. Still using the same leg, you can drag the foot along the floor as you move. Last one. Right, let's change. Sit up tall and 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, lengthen out, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend it in, take it out, opening up those hips, trying not to follow with the body, okay, just that leg moving by itself, and one more, good, and take it down, and little circles, 2 in each direction, just so your back is not getting too sore and stiff, and sitting up. Good, okay, we're going to tuck those feet under us a little bit. We're going to hinge forward and then we're going to stand nice and tall. Okay, so we're going to stand behind or beside our chair. I want you to make sure you're standing up tall, okay? I don't want you doing this so that you're leaning on it, okay? If you need to stand this way, then you're going to stand here, all right? So that if you can test yourself, you can. All right, if you're standing to the side, you can't be out here, you need to be in. Make sure that elbow has a good bend in it. Okay, we're going to start with the right leg. All right, I'm just moving away so I don't kick my chair, okay? Lift up out of the hips, make sure your feet are about hip distance apart, and we're gonna take that leg out to the side now for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to transfer to the other side and the other leg is going in and out. You're pulling up out of that supporting leg as you do this. Okay, now we're going to take that first leg forward and it's a strong controlled movement. I'm keeping my legs straight the whole time. And then we transfer again. 5, keep it low as well. 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to lift the knee. And if you can lift it off the floor, go for it. If that's as high as you can, then that's where you stop. If you find yourself sinking backwards, then you need to take it lower, okay? We want to be able to pull up nice and tall when we do this movement, not sink down here, all right? So let's lift that knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, we're gently drawing back, so we're activating those lower abs and those deep core muscles. Other leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Shake it out. Now, where we should be feeling all this will be through the butt and hip area. If your back gets too sore, make your movements smaller. Okay, that's important. First thing we're going to do before we go into this is we're going to tighten up those legs as much as we can. Really squeeze those knees and lock them up. Lock them right up. Now just take a moment and feel what's happened through the body. The legs are tight, the knees are tight, the butt is tight. Okay, take a deep breath in and breathe out, relax your knees. As you relax your knees, your butt will release a little. Your leg muscles won't feel as tight and tense, okay? This is called soft knees, all right? So when I say lengthen the leg, but don't lock up your knees, or even when I just say lengthen your leg, this is where we go to. So even when we're taking that leg forward and out to the side, it can be strong without being super tight, okay? So especially if you have any issues with your knees, we want to prevent ourselves, we want to not lock those knees up too much. Okay, let's add it all together now that we've got soft knees. Stand up nice and tall, out to the side with the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, forward now, forward, 2, 3, 4. Now we lift the knee up, 1, pull up tall, 3, doesn't have to be high, 4, 5, change legs and out, 2, pull up, 3, 4, 5, forward, 1, 2, 4, 5, knee up, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Good. Shake it out. Give your butt a rub. Okay. Take yourself to face your chair. Come down onto your forearms on that chair. Step yourself back a little. Bend those knees a little bit more. Okay, I want you to cat stretch. So that means you're going to push your back up to the ceiling. Belly button pulls through and we arch that back. That means I've dropped my chin down to my chest. I should be looking at my legs or my belly button. And sink the chest back down. Okay, let's go again. Breathe in. Pull it up. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out. And relax. We're going to do that once more. Deep breath out, push up. Breathe in and hold. And breathe out. Flatten out. Good. Step back into the chair. Make sure you hold on to that chair. Make sure you're balanced before you let go. And we're ready to go. Okay, so we're going to do the same movement. And again, you can use the chair the whole time if you need to, but try and test yourself. If you're really wobbling all over the place, go back to the chair or whatever you're using, okay? So the right leg is going to go out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now the left. 2, 3, 4. Now right forward. 2. Pull up. 3, 4. Left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Change. Lift the pelvic floor. Belly button back, because it's gonna get a little harder. We're gonna alternate. 1, transfer. 2, transfer. 3, transfer. 4, 5, once more. 6, forward. 1, 2, control. 4, 5, 6. Now the knee. 1, 2, 3, belly button back. 4, 5, 6. Good. Shake it out. We are going to do that one again. All right. So if you're finding that you're losing your balance, just watch where you're placing your feet. Okay. So we want to make sure we're not too wide. We also want to make sure we're not too close together. We do want to try and get those feet right underneath the hips there. Okay. So that means that when you transfer, you're not going to have to transfer a long way. And in this position sort of makes you a little bit more triangular, which isn't a balance. A good way to balance anyway. Okay, so the other thing to think about is that as you move, that pelvic floor may start to loosen and it may flicker on and off, or it may completely switch itself off, and that's going to throw out your balance. So get gently drawing that belly button back the whole time and activating those lower abs as well as those deep postural abs. That's also going to help. Okay, so belly button gently back. We stand nice and tall. Try and avoid coming forward. Okay, let's take the right leg out. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor again before you change to the other leg. So right, flat, left, flat, right. Keep your body upright. Don't tilt over. Good. Forward now. 2, 3, don't tilt. 5, now the knee lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And shake it all about. Good job. Okay. We are going to have a seat, but before you sit down, I want you to come and stand in front of your chair. Make sure you can feel the chair evenly on both legs, okay? So make sure you're not standing over here. All right, be aware of where you are. Feel the chair at the back of the legs there. Take your arms down. You're going to bring the arms forward slightly and you're going to bend from here. So stick your bum out behind you, stick it right back so that you sit on the chair. Okay, so if you're coming down like this, it's a long way, it's harder to get down. All right, I'm stuck in that position, right? I'm not going to get to my butt back without flopping. Okay, so really push your bum back and hinge. Belly button to the spine. One to practice. All right, grab yourself a drink if you need one. Before we move on, we are going to start the upper body working a little bit now too. All right, so legs loosened up a little bit, they're warmed up a little bit. We're going to grab our resistance band to start with. We're going to hold on to the ends of our band and then hold the band roughly shoulder distance apart. Now keep in mind we are working through the upper body now, okay? So your shoulders will start to feel this. If your neck gets a little bit tight, then just stop, loosen it up, make your movements smaller. If you can't get your arms all the way up, don't take them all the way up, okay? Bring them forward slightly. And if you find that it's too tight, you can always take your hands out wider. No stretching that elastic unless I say to. Let's take the hands forward, sit up nice and tall, straight spine. Deep breath in through the nose, and as you breathe out, you're going to take the arms up and push the shoulders back and breathe in. Okay, so we're not pushing the chest forward, you're pushing the shoulders back. Deep breath out and in. So again, if you can only come halfway, that's fine. Deep breath out, shoulders back, and breathe in, okay? And again, deep breath out, shoulders back, and breathe in. 2 more. Deep breath out, shoulders back, and breathe in. Last one. Deep breath out, shoulders back, and breathe in. Good. Okay. Take that elastic now and place it behind you. You will have to lean forward out of the way of the backrest of the chair. So, my hands are sitting to the outside of my hips, to the outside of my body, even the outside of the chair here. And keep my palms are facing back behind me. I'm going to turn my hands inwards, so I'm actually making that elastic a little tighter, and I've turned my palms to face forward. It also means that my shoulders are now being forced backwards. If you find that is too tight on your shoulders or your chest, then loosen the elastic off a little bit, okay? Take your hands out wider. But you should have the chest open. We don't want those shoulders rolling forward at all. I'm going to hinge forward a little bit, lifting up out of the hips still, belly button back, and I'm going to pulse those arms upwards or backwards for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can feel those shoulder blades squeezing together when you do that. Tuck that chin to the chest now. We're doing the same thing, so you don't need to look forward. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just make sure that belly button is still drawing back. We've got our back nice and flat. And once more, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, we're going to bring that elastic around to the front again, and you might already be feeling a little bit straighter in that posture. We're going to bring the arms forward, shoulders are down, elbows are slightly bent, and then we're going to reach forward. We're going to pull those arms. So I'm not lengthening the arms, I'm not locking up the elbows, I've moved the shoulders. So if I turn sideways, move the shoulders and hold. Roll the shoulders back and down, and again move the shoulders forward and back and down. Once more, move the shoulders forward and back and down, and lower those arms again. Good job. All right, you can shake that out a little bit. Okay, we're going to turn the palms now to face inwards. We're going to slip those elbows in at the waistline. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to gently pull that elastic out. So how far you can go really depends the strength in your shoulders, your upper back, okay? So you may not be able to do as big a movement. You might find that if you are doing it bigger, just watch that those elbows aren't pulling out, because I don't want you doing this. Okay, that's not the right movement. What we're working on here is, if you watch my shoulders, we're working on a smaller version of that. Okay, smaller version. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Arms forward. Turn, 2, 3, 4, pull up, 5, 6, to the center, bring it in and pull, 2, 3, 4, 5, lengthen out, twist, 1, 2, 3, shoulders down, 5. So think about the position we're putting the shoulders in when we pull. We're opening, 3, 4, and we hold that posture, lengthen the arms, twist, 2, posture hasn't changed at all, 5, let's do it once more, and bring it in, 5, 4, elbows at your side, 2, 1, lengthen out, shoulders back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and lower. Good job. All right. So you should be feeling a little bit straighter in that upper body posture now. Maybe a little bit more stretched out across the front, maybe across the back as well. We're going to grab our weights now. Just Stay seated, but we are going to come to the front of the chair. So if you were sitting at the back, I'm going to need you to move forward. We all want to have our feet flat on the floor here, again squaring ourselves up. And then we're going to take the arms down by our side. Okay, so we want to roll those shoulders back and down and turn the palms. So that posture is there straight away. Lifting that pelvic floor so we're not pushing the chest forward and sticking out our bum at all. Okay, we've got a nice straight spine. And we're just going to slow and controlled. We're going to be slow and controlled as we curl those arms. Curling. And again, think about what we spoke about locking up elbows, okay? We are lengthening that muscle, but we are not locking up our elbows at the bottom there. Long arm, but not locked up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stop halfway. All right, so the wrists are strong here. We're going to pulse, so that muscle is still tight right in there, okay? We're going to pulse up, 2, control, 3, 4, 5, and then open all the way out. And bring it back in. Again, 1, 2, don't swing the body around. Don't make the movement bigger than it needs to be, and then open up. And again, pulse, so you can feel that muscle working a lot harder now. And if you can't feel it yet, I think it's time for you to start thinking about getting some bigger weights. Once more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Good, take your hands onto the legs. So we wanted to really start to feel that muscle working, okay? So that being the strongest muscle through the arm there, and that being pretty much an everyday movement. That movement, sometimes we need to do a little bit extra, or we may need heavier weights purely for that movement, whereas the other ones we're perfectly fine with the weights that we're using. So that can happen too. So you can always adjust your weights. All right, once we've loosened up, we're going to bring those arms back down by our side. We're going to curl into the shoulders, and then we're going to take the elbows out. Keep those elbows tucked forward slightly, okay? Not forward, but underneath you. We don't want them swinging backwards. Right arm pushing straight up, and again, I'm not locking up that arm. It's long, but the elbow is still soft. Last one. And changing arms, push. And 2, and 3, and 4, one more, and 5. Good. We bring those arms in and we gently lower. Bring the arms in and together. Okay, posture hasn't changed, so we're not rolled. We're sitting up tall. We're going to do a little pelvic tilt, just working through that lower back. Might feel a little bit stiff from sitting up nice and tall for so long. Make sure you draw the belly button towards the spine, because we're now going to go a little deeper. You're going to push the belly through and sink back as far as you can and sit up tall. And again, relax that neck as well as you move. Deep breath out. Feel those tummy muscles tightening there. One more. Good, and sit up tall. Slowly and gently take those arms down. Good, if you need to, hands on the legs, loosen up. Don't forget your neck as well if that gets a little tight. Good, okay, take the arms down. I'm hinging forward slightly now, okay, just a very small movement. I'm going to pull those elbows back, just enough that my chest opens, but my shoulders do not lift. And then from there, I'm just going to lengthen the arms out as much as I can without locking up those elbows, and then bend them again. Keep those elbows lifted. 1, 2, belly button back, 3, 4, stop if you're getting too tight in the neck, or we do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it into the legs and shake it all about. Loosen up. Good, all right, let's take those arms down. Let's curl again. 10, 9, 8. Try and keep the back of the neck long, so don't look upwards, okay? Tuck that chin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Pulse. 2, 3. Strong wrists. 4, 5, and open once more, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, and open. Turn the palms, curl it in and out. Different muscles now. Up. 2, keep that chin tucked, back of the neck nice and long. Good. Change sides and push. 2, gentle on those elbows. 4, one more. Come on, you can do it. Good. And bring it in. Gently down. Curl it in. Arms together. Deep tuck. And pull up. The closer the arms are to the body, the lighter those weights will feel. And if you need to, just drop them a little bit lower. And lift. Belly button pulling back. Focus there. Focus on the tummy. And up. Gonna hold the next one. Hold it. Twist for 10, 9, keep it small. 7, belly button pulling back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Arms down, small hinge, elbows back, tuck the chin, lengthen. 1, 2, 3, neck getting sore. I want you to stop at this one. Otherwise, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Good work. All right. Let's take a deep breath in, chin to the chest, roll ourselves down towards the floor. Long arms, but a small bend in those elbows, so your elbows are soft. Take a breath in. Make sure you draw that belly button back because you're going to roll up with the weights in your hands. So belly button to the spine. Use those tummy muscles and sit up. Good. Waistline squeeze. Same side. Squeeze. Same side. Squeeze. 2 more times. Good. Last one. Now the other side. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Place the hands on the legs. Tuck and lean back. Shoulder blades are on the chair. I'm going to scoop my bum forward. All right, belly button to the spine. Weights sitting on my hips. Holding on by I'm just making sure I don't lose those weights, okay? Belly button draws back. You're going to lift the right leg for 1, 2. Draw the belly button back. 1 more, change legs and belly button to the spine. It should not be hurting your back at all. If you're not connected, it might do. Alternate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll the weights away. Still not gripping them. Right, make it smaller if you need to, otherwise your back might start to get a bit sore. Draw that belly button back. Changing legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, alternating 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and carefully sit yourself back up. Arms down by your side. Sitting nice and tall. Squeeze the waist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Chin to the chest. Roll yourself down towards the floor again. This time you're going to place the weights onto the floor carefully. Then you're going to relax your arms. Let those shoulders just roll forward with gravity. Draw the belly button to the spine, unroll yourself back to the top and let the shoulders sink back into position. Good job. Okay, so we're going to start our stretch with our elastic, okay? So I'm going to get you to take your elastic and wrap it around your right foot, like so. Make sure it is in the center of the foot there. Then you're going to sit up as tall as you can. If you want to use the backrest, that is fine. You can do that. This is about the stretch in the back of the leg, okay? So once you've got that wrapped around, we're going to pull that elastic nice and tight and get those elbows in by the waist. I'll give you a moment to get into position. And while I'm waiting, and if anyone else is waiting, you can make sure that you are sitting tall. Your pelvic floor is lifting, your belly button just gently drawing back. You can still talk, turn your music up and sing along to it. All right, so we've got that nice and tight. And I'm going to pull the toes back just a little bit. And as soon as I do that, I can feel that stretch right down here. Now I'm going to lift my leg a little higher using the elastic. And you can feel the stretch extending up in behind that knee. Now we can lock up that knee for this one. Okay, stretching right in behind the knee. Good, now I'm going to get you to take hold of those elastics and pull that leg gently across your body. That's going to extend that stretch into the side of the leg. Keep your back as flat as you can. Try not to collapse your whole body. Chest open. You can feel that stretch. It extends right down the side of the whole leg. Some areas might be a little tighter than others, so you'll feel it more in certain areas. Release, release, and lower. Good, let's change legs. So you've wrapped it around. So before you move on, make sure that the other foot is flat on the floor. We don't want it tucked up underneath us. We don't want it getting lazy, okay? It's still got to sit in the right spot. And then we grab hold of that elastic, we pull it in. I use 2 hands to pull both of them, okay? Get it nice and tight and elbows at your side. Open the chest. Pelvic floor is lifted. Just giving you a moment for anyone that's not quite set up yet. And then we're going to pull the toes back. Slowly pulling back, feeling that stretch down. It's called the Achilles area. The Achilles and the lower leg is the calf. And as we lift the leg, it extends into behind the knee. You may be able to feel it higher than that as well, but that's where the main stretch is coming in. Okay. Then we're going to grab hold of those elastics and pull the leg across the body so that it stretches down the outside of the leg. Good. Still keeping that back as flat as you can. We haven't sunk. Strong body. Release, release, and lower and undo. Good. You can place that to the side again. All right. Make yourself comfortable on the chair, sitting at the back if you like. Let those arms just hang down by your side. Bring the arms forward as you breathe in. Breathe out and open. And breathe in. Breathe out and open. And once more, breathing in. And breathe out and open. Good, to the side. Keep your arms in this position. Take your feet a little wider for balance. And you're going to come over like a windmill. And pull up. Feeling a little stretch in the side of the waist. Keeping those arms nice and long. Let's do that again. Deep breath out. And in. And deep breath out. And in. Good. Bring the feet back in and take the arms down. Place your hands onto your lower back, fingertips just above the bottom, arching back a little. Feel the squeeze in that lower back there. And release. Good. All right. We're a little bit more stretched out now. You're going to take those arms all the way up to the ceiling. And what I want you to do is take your right hand, I want you to like make a high five, flat hand pushing towards the ceiling. Your other hand's going to grab hold of that wrist and you're going to stretch that arm. So this elbow is going to lock up here, trying to keep your fingers pulled back in a flexed position. And so we're stretching into that forearm area, into the elbow, and release. Change hands. Push the left hand towards the ceiling like you're high-fiving. Then grab that wrist and stretch. So again, we're locking up that elbow, stretching, trying to pull those hands, those fingers back so you're working through your wrist as well. Good. And relax. Those arms are now a little bit longer. All right, drop your chin to your chest, deep breath out, roll yourself down over your legs. Take a breath in, draw the belly button back and roll back up. And sit up tall. Now just the head, drop the chin to the chest. Roll the chin along the chest towards the right shoulder. Roll the chin around to the left shoulder. And again, roll it through the center to the right. Try and keep that chin down as low as you can as you come through. And coming back to the center now, then we're going to lift the chin to the ceiling. And back to the front. We're going to drop the ear down to the shoulder. And then over to the other side. And back to the center. We're going to breathe in. Breathe out, hands to the ears. Breathe in, lift your shoulders. And breathe out, take it down. Breathe in, open the chest. And deep breath out. And once more, in and out. Shoulders up and down. And elbows back. And release. Good work. All right, how are you feeling? Don't collapse just because we've finished, okay? Keep your posture, keep thinking about that for the rest of the day, for the rest of the week. And have a great day. Have a great week. If you've got any questions about anything, please message me. Let me know if there's anything going on that you might not understand. And I'll see you next time. Enjoy your day. See you later, everyone. Bye.